Hello, and welcome to the 6 o'clock news on NHKS 7. I'm Karen Jones. We have some breaking news. St. Thomas Aquinas is back from the dead. We are here today to talk to him and ask him about how his teachings have affected us today and how he feels about being a doctor of the Church. Hello, Thomas Aquinas. How are you doing today?
Please, Karen, call me Tom.
So tell me, Tom, how does it feel to be alive in a new century?
You know, Karen, it's pretty weird. They have something called air conditioning. I don't know if you've heard. It's pretty weird. I hope the people today practice Christianity like they did back then.
That's good, Tom. Now tell me, what was your childhood like?
Yes, I was born in 1225 in Italy, and around 1243 was when I wanted to be in an order of Dominican monks. When my family found out, they felt somewhat betrayed, and they kidnapped me. I know, sounds bad, but it's what they thought they had to do. For a year, they held me captive, and they tried to cleanse me.
Oh, that must have been pretty scary.
Yes, Karen, it was a very scary time, but I knew God was with me, so I had nothing to fear.
That's nice, Tom. What education did you get when you were younger?
Yes, so for my education, I went to the Abbey of Monte Cassino. When I was there with the Benedictine monks, I never liked the place. I didn't feel like I belonged. It wasn't where I wanted to be. It's when I got to the Benedictine house in Naples, was when I was able to study what I loved, which is Aristotle's work.
Why did you choose to study Aristotle's work?
Aristotle's work really inspired me, and it influenced me to rewrite it for the church.
What are those teachings?
His teachings helped me show the non-Christians what Christianity was all about. Not only that, but his major contributions to the logical and ethical understandings of life influenced me to learn about how God's perfection came to be.
And how do you think these teachings are impacting Christianity today?
I believe his Aristotelian philosophies can influence the church through his beliefs on ethics and morality.
That's wonderful. If you're okay with this, I'd like to talk to you about what happened while you were dead.
Karen, it's fine. Continue.
Okay, so after you died, Pope John the 22nd made you saint in 1323. What are your thoughts on this?
It makes sense, as I am called a universal teacher. But don't get me wrong. I am grateful. It's not like I'm gloating in any way, if that makes sense. It's shocking. It's taken me by surprise that I would be chosen to be a saint.
Understandable. But to many people in the Christian faith, it's not very surprising why you were made a saint. You were an incredible philosopher and teacher to many when you were alive and still to this day. What's even more, Pope Pius V made you a doctor of the Church in 1567. How does that make you feel?
A doctor of the church? I never thought I'd be one. Being a saint is such an honor. But to be a doctor of the church, it's just... To know that my teachings have influenced people to such an extent that I can be the doctor of the church, it's extraordinary.
Well, there you have it, folks. The answer you've been all waiting for. Now, Tom, some of your Christian fans who follow your teachings wrote in to tell us what they thought was most interesting about your life. One fan wrote about how they thought it was interesting that after your education, you traveled the world to preach and teach Christianity to everyone who would listen.
I was a man on a mission to spread the word of God.
Well, thank you for your time, Tom. I hope we can talk again soon.
Of course, Karen. If I'm alive, that is.
This is Karen Jones, signing off. See you next time on NHKS 7.